Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to jailbreak your iPhone 4S or iPad 2. The specific example will be 4S for iOS version 5.01. So your first thing you want to do is back everything up on iTunes. So plug your phone into your computer, open up iTunes, select your phone, right click it and go backup. That'll sync all your contacts, all your apps, and anything else you have, all your music, onto your phone. So if you have to restore it later on, you have all that stuff saved. Once you restore it, it'll all go back and everything will be fine. Your next step is going to greenpoison.com. So greenpoison.com, zero instead of an last O. And then you just go to the right side where it says Jailbreak iOS 5.01, 4S, and iPad 2. So you just choose whatever computer you're running on, Windows, Mac. I'm on a Windows 7, so I will select this one. I already saved it, so I'm not going to save it again, but you just push OK, and that'll save it to wherever you have that saved to. So it might go to Downloads folder. I just saved mine to the desktop, so it's over here. You just need to extract it now. So if you double click it, it'll open up for me WinRAR because that's my program that I use for it. You can extract it here. I'll just extract it to my desktop for now. And you'll see it pop up over here. So you double click it, open it up. Basically the file that you want is the absinthe.exe file. So what you would do is right click on it, run it as administrator. Then it opens up this window where it basically says plug your iPhone or iPad in. If you don't, you won't see this jailbreak light icon light up, so you can't. So basically, if you still haven't plugged in from backing it up, plug it in now, and this icon will highlight, and then we'll continue. Alright, so switching over to my other camera so we could actually see the iPhone. Just plugged it in, so now it popped up so you can see that the jailbreak icon is highlighted. So we can now continue. So now I push it, and it begins to do its thing. It takes about 2 minutes or so to complete, so it's not too long. And if we look at my iPhone, it says restore in progress, then restore complete. And then it basically reboots a couple times. It doesn't take too long. Basically, there's a lot of cool new tweaks as well and lock screens that I'm sure you guys are very interested in when you're done jailbreaking. Cool program actually is Dreamboard, which is like basically like a new, way more advanced winterboard, just for themes like backgrounds, icons, and everything for your springboard. Um, some of them you have to do a lot more editing to actually personalize it to your actual whatever you need for your city for weather and all that kind of stuff. But once you put a bit of effort into it, it's actually pretty cool. So it's about halfway done now. And when it's done, basically you will see on your springboard, right now my front page of the springboard is full with icons, so it'll be on my second page, but you'll get another icon, just like your App Store icon that says Absinthe on it. So the jailbreak's done now. Okay, so the jailbreak's finally done. So now if we look on our actual phone, we could see on the second page there's an absinthe icon, and if we push it, You just let it do its thing. Basically, when this is done, this is just like preparing everything. That absent icon will then become a Cydia icon, and you're basically ready to go. All you have to do is basically get into Cydia. I'll show you. Go into Manage and add some repos so that you can actually find stuff, more stuff than whatever the defaults are. So it's just restarting the phone one more time. And once that's done, we'll see the new Cydia icon. And we can start inputting sources. And then you can start downloading apps, basically. And customizing your phone. Alright, so it's done now, so let's open it up. So there we go. So now it shows Cydia. Alright, so there's Cydia. Open that. It's got to prepare its file systems. This only does this the first time, because this is the first time getting into Cydia. After that, it'll just automatically go right into it. This just takes a minute. Then you can customize your lock screen. There's actually a cool lock screen which I'll have a tutorial out for, called Type of Phone Weather, which is basically shows you the date, the time, the actual weather of any city you want. You can have multiple cities on there as well. And it shows, like, if it's cloudy, it'll show clouds. If it's snowing, it'll show like snowy and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Has to be edited a bit, but it's really good. Alright, so now the first time you're here, it just says like if you want to be a user, hacker, developer, um, and I mean you could change these at any time, so it doesn't really matter. You just developer has the most basically the most apps you could get. Hacker, middle, and user the least, but I'm just gonna do hacker for now. But I mean you can always change it later when you go to manage your account. Alright, so I'm going to show you some Cydia stuff. You get into Cydia. First off, what you want to do is you want to add some repos. So you go to Manage, then you go Sources. Then in Sources you have a list here of a lot of good repos that you could use, other than the default ones that come with Cydia when you first install it. So yeah, you could just look here, or you could just Google, best repos for Cydia. Either way, once you want to, or have a new one you want, or you want to add another one, you'd go into Manage, Sources, then you click on Edit, and then Add, then type in the URL, and then put Add Sources, and then I'll refresh, and then you could start searching for different apps and tweaks inside that source. So let's just do, say, Barrel. So Barrel's a cool little tweak that I have, that a lot of people like. Just modifies the way, when you're going from one Springboard page to another, how the actual app icons react. So I have Barrel too. Once you type in, like, you search Barrel, so I put BARR, and it just automatically picks whatever's there. So Barrel, so I picked Barrel 2. For the first time you get it, instead of modify, it will actually say install. So you'd push on that, and then for you it would say install instead of reinstall or remove. and you push install, and then it would just automatically install it for you. And then after that, it would say respring. You hit that, and then it's good to go. So as an example, you can modify it in settings. If you go to settings, scroll down. So here's basically like where all your modified Cydia apps go. So I have 3D board, activator, barrel, winterboard, all this stuff. Infinidoc, which is another cool one. So if you go to barrel, see the mode that it's on vortex. We have all these different types of scrolling that you could actually have. So just as an example, if we go into the springboard, so when you change page to page, see how it kind of flips sideways? I'll slow it down for you. So that it's just different, cool little way they move instead of just normally side to side. And you can see my background now. It's because I have 3D board on, so if I shift my actual iPhone side to side, you can kind of see the background. It's harder with the mask. I have a mask on, so the background's kind of like an Apple icon. Another cool thing, Infinity Dock allows you to move your dock items or icons like left and right, just like the springboard. So as you can see, so if you have any like the icons you use the most, yeah, it's just a quick, efficient way to get through them. Screen Splitter is a cool little program which I used to make this video actually, so you could show exactly what you're doing on your iPhone on the computer. It's free to download, but you need another program to run it. I use iDemo on my actual PC, which isn't free at the moment, but it's actually a cool program. Another cool thing actually is Bit SMS is pretty cool. It's just a more functional way to text. You could text right from your lock screen as opposed to getting in and all this kind of stuff. Unlimitones, pretty cool program, allows you to get easy to get free ringtones. Yeah, there's some ads, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So you could go top ringtones and just find whatever you want and download them. Pretty cool. It saves a lot more time than going into iTunes and picking what part of the song you want, and then basically changing the file extension so it's a ringtone that'll show up on your phone. So it's kind of a cool way to do it, but if you can't get it this way, then you have to do it the other way. So yeah, those are main cool little things. Dreamboard is also cool. It takes a little bit longer, so I'll make a video for that, but basically it allows you to change your springboard to like different types of stuff. So like for example gyro HD, and all these springboards or dreamboard themes you could just download from Cydia. So it kind of looks like this. You have your email and photos and stuff. Just a cool little way. You can do things. You have your maps and stuff like that. Cydia up at the top, App Store. Yeah, takes a lot more battery life than normal winterboard themes, but it needs to be a lot more customized, like for weather, for example. But it's actually pretty cool. So yeah,